Welcome to mathematics class with Mr. Folabi. In today's class, we'll be treating differentiation. Now, general form of differentiation. The general form of differentiation is y is equals to ax raised to power n. But if you are to differentiate it, that is when we will now have the y over the x is equals to, so now we say this n, we multiply this a by saying n times a. Then we write this x back, which is now x. Then we write this, then we subtract 1 from it, which is now n minus 1. Meaning that if we want to differentiate, we will multiply this power, this n, by this a. Then we will also take minus 1 from this n. So, which is now equals to n times a, which is a n raised to power x n raised to power minus 1. Now, that is general form of differentiation. So whenever we are differentiating, this is the method. So now let's have some example using numbers so we can understand better. Now this question says we have to find the y dx if y is equals to 3s raised to power 3, which is 3s cubed. So for y to be equals to 3s cubed, to find the derivative, we are now going to be dy over the x is equals to, then this 3, we multiply this 3. So which is now 3 times 3. Then we write the x back, x. Then we say 3 minus 1. So here now we have 3 times 3, which is 9. Then x, 3 raised to power 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So this is our final answer. So the derivative of y to be equal to 3x cubed is 9x squared. Let's have some more example. From here now, we have to find the derivative of y is equals to x squared minus x. So for y to be equal to x squared minus x, it is now going to be dy over the x is equals to, so the 2 we times the x now, which is now 2 times x. Then we say 2 minus 1. Then this minus, this other minus, this minus at the middle, here it is now. So let's continue. So we have that x, this x is raised to power 1. Just like when this one is raised to power 2, this x is raised to power 1. So we have 1 times x raised to power 1 minus 1. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 minus 1 is same thing as 1. So we don't need to write 1 here. So it is not necessary for us to write 1 there. So we have now, so therefore we have 1 times x, which is minus x, and 1 minus 1 is raised to power 0. So anything raised to power 0 is same thing as 1. So therefore our answer is 2x minus 1. So the derivative of x squared minus x is 2x squared minus 1. So now let's continue. We have another question here which says we have to differentiate 5x squared plus 2. So we say dy over the x is equals to, so we multiply the 2 by 5 now by saying 2 times 5 x 2 minus 1. Now this other one we have 2 and the 2 doesn't have x. So whenever we are differentiating a number without variable, the x is called variable, so it is always 0. So we say plus 0. So the 2 has becomes 0. So now we say 2 times 5, which is 10. X, 2 minus 1 is same thing as 1, plus 0. So 10x plus 0 is same thing as 10x. So this is our final answer. So the derivative of 5x squared plus 2 is 10x. So that will be the end under this differentiation for now. So I will give you some practice. So if you can practice this, then you will let me have your answer. Thank you very much for listening.